pack sampler of Boulevard beers. This beer is included in that, so I'm going to be doing a review of the Boulevard American Kolsch. I should probably edit. After I finish this, I'll probably edit to make it say American Kolsch. It says a Keulen style golden ale. This beer gets 3.6 out of 5 on Beer Advocate, and it is 4.6 alcohol by volume, and 18 IBUs. So, a Kolsch is a Cologne. It's like a beer brewed from the Cologne, or in German, the Keulen style of beer. It's a ale, but it has kind of like the feeling of a lager. It's light, it's crisp. A Kolsch is supposed to be crisp, so it's supposed to have like a biscuity, clean sort of malty thing going on, possibly, and also with a good bit of hops to it, but a very clean presentation going on with it. I may have reviewed this before. I don't know. I couldn't find anything when I searched for it of my own doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Get some Pilsner type glass. So let's go ahead and get into this. So smoke. So we're gonna go down the centers, and this is a Kolsch. The best Kolsch I think I ever had was an authentic German Kolsch. It was called Reisdorf Kolsch. I have a review of that somewhere on my my catalog of beer reviews, but I loved that beer. That was great Kolsch. So with that pour, we have about 2.5 fingers of pretty porous kind of head. Looks almost soapy. The body is clear, dark golden. I'm getting like a breadiness to it, like a biscuity breadiness, but that's really it. And like a sweetness there too. I'm not sure of what. So let's go ahead and take a sip here. Does it have a description on the back? Boulevard is an awesome company. I love most of the things that they have done, especially their smokestack series. I love their smokestack series just because there's some awesome beers to try in that series. Love everything about it there. Boulevard, and their like mainline stuff, and even some of their tasting stuff, mostly winners. They do have some flops. It's kind of with every company. You're gonna have a couple flops. Even Founders and Stone, and I've heard even Trillium had one flopper and stuff like that. Trillium is an Eastern. It's an East Coast brewery that I haven't had anything from, because I'm straight in the middle of the country pretty much, and that's way east. So what we have here is a light biscuit type malt. You have a slight subdued hop flavor, and then all that kind of diminishes to nothing as you you move towards the finish. My immediate thought is that I've had better. I'm not overly impressed with it. There's nothing wrong with it, of course. I mean, it's kind of underwhelming, even for Kolsch. Like, Kolsch's are, even though they're a lighter ale, they're still supposed to have a lot of like a biscuity type malt with some hops there to have a clean presentation, but still have a lot of flavor with it. So this is, I would describe this as clean for sure. It's just one descriptor I would grasp for to think about this beer would be underwhelming, if anything. I mean, I could argue that even the Lenny Hugel's Canoe Paddler Kolsch would be better than this. I would pretty much, my personal opinion is that they're probably neck and neck, because they're both products that are gonna kind of given the Kolsch style name, but they are kind of underwhelming and don't really fit, I guess, what a Kolsch should be, I guess is what I'm saying. I've had Kolsch's from American companies that are bomb. They are fantastic. And I've had, of course, the Kolsch's that I've had that are from German beer companies are, of course, they're of course the thing that you want to aim for. So stuff like the Reisdorf Kolsch is what you want to aim for when you're making a Kolsch. The feel, I mean, it is still clean. It's just there's the flavor is, I guess, lacking. The feel is obviously light. It's crisp, clean, very, very drinkable, crushable. I'm gonna go C+ on this one. I mean, you probably argue C, but I'm gonna go ahead and say C+. It has the Kolsch type like format, but there's not enough stuff for me to give it a high rating. That would be above a C+, I guess is what I'm saying. But I think it's very possible that this 12-pack of sampler stuff might bring some better things to the table. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts if you've had the American Kolsch from Boulevard. Thank you very much for watching.